name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my seat, boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my seat. OG boy. We hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my seat, boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my seat, boy. We hustle, but OG boy. Know that they ride or die. Cool, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. Cool, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about.
Hello, I am Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle. First thing is, thumbs up because you are amazing! Thanks for watching. And let's go ahead and get some notems out of the way. First is I have a strategy of getting to 500 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. You might be saying, why 500 subscribers is your goal? And the reason being is because then I get a community tab, which is like a Twitter, Facebook, right there on my channel where I can then post messages and you, my viewers and subscribers, can then also reply to that. I can post pictures and so on. So at 500 subscribers, I get that community tab. And with that, once I get to 500 subscribers, the live stream that I schedule immediately after that will have a giveaway in it. You can go down in the description and look at the official rules of that giveaway. So please do. The other notem that I could talk about, or notice to error mission, notems, is that in my recent videos, I have been going ahead and usually it takes about a day or two for YouTube to process the live stream into a video that I can then edit. And then I've been putting chapters in. So if you want to watch this again, or if you're watching this after the live stream, go down in the description below and also check out and see if I have gone ahead and put in the chapters, which you can then skip to the interesting parts of the live stream, or at least the interesting parts to me of where I make chapters. So please consider looking down in the description. And tonight we are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series S. And we are really inspired, not necessarily recreating, it's sort of a recreation, but it's more of an inspiration of a new pilot tuber. Yes, hashtag pilot tuber. That is what I call in real life pilots that make YouTube videos. I have found a new pilot tuber called LewDix. I think that's how you pronounce it. LewDix Aviation. and he and a buddy took a short flight over to Plant City Municipal, which we have already been to in a previous live stream. But they took off from Orlando Executive and flew over to Plant City. I'm going to change it up a little bit, and we are going to go ahead and do some sightseeing right over Universal Studios and Disney World, and then on into Plant City. So I will go ahead and let you know this will be a shorter stream, so we will check that out, but should be a lot of fun. And one of the reasons why his video, and you can go down the description and see a link to his video and also to his YouTube channel. But one of the interesting things was his buddy is Otto. And as you know, if you've joined my live stream before, you know that I call Otto, our autopilot, Otto, our German co-pilot. So it just happened to work out. And they were flying an airplane that I don't think I've live streamed. I made a YouTube short about a crash of a Piper Arrow that crashed in a pond just not too long ago. On September 17th, actually. So was that 4 or 5 days ago over in Colorado? So you can check out that YouTube shorts on my YouTube channel. But I haven't done a live stream in the Piper Arrow. So here we are in November 7612 Juliet, a Piper Arrow. And so if you're here because of Flight Sim and so on, this is another Carenado creation. It's a really, really just beautiful flight model, beautiful physical model of the airplane. I actually, back in the day, this was my high performance checkout in real world, was in a Piper Arrow. So, but yeah, we are here at a cold position. We're going to get started here and everything, but let me come over here and, well, hello there, Adelaide. So I am amazing. How are you? I feel honored to have a princess within my chat. This is amazing. So is it like, I've been seeing so much stuff on the British Royals. Do I like bow my head? Is that what you do? I'm not really sure. Everybody has got such an amazing story, no matter what their background is. If we all just take the time to learn a little bit about each other, it is amazing. But thank you for being here. We're going to take this nice little flight. I've got some little factoids and some little interesting things to talk about. And yeah, so we're here at Orlando Executive, which is, you fly over it a lot. If you go into Orlando and you're landing to the south, you literally fly right over this airport. This is why we're only going to climb up to 2,000 feet above sea level, because we got to stay underneath the airspace. We don't want to get squashed by any big, heavy airliner. I don't see any landing here, but don't want to be squashed by one of them. So we're going to stay low, 2,000 feet, give us a nice view. Looks like a beautiful late afternoon. Got a helicopter, it looks like, right here. Very, very cool here in the sim. But November 7612 Juliet, we're ready to go. Let's get this up. We got a linesman out here. He's waiting. He's like, come on, let's go. Get that thing started. And let's go. Let's go ahead and get in the cockpit here. So here is our Piper Arrow. So let's go ahead and get this thing started and at least getting warmed up. And we'll do a realistic, not study level by any means, but we'll do a realistic flight tonight, because the last live stream I didn't do all the run-ups and all of that because we were shooting instrument approaches in bad weather in the Cessna 414 twin engine, the twin engine Chancellor. And that was a little stressful. There was a little bit of a how-to. It was stressful. This is going to be nice chill flight. We'll get the autopilot working for us. We'll get Otto working for us, and we'll be able to just look down at Disney World and Universal Studios, just kind of fly around and all that. Hey, don't be putting your head down like that going, hey, I can take as much time as I want. Okay. Well, new airplane for me, so let's just go ahead and look at some things here. So fuel, left tank, right tank. Okay, so got that. And so let's go ahead and find the master switch here. I see autopilot master. Battery master, there it is. Boop. Turn that on. We're operating the airplane, so let's go ahead and turn on some anti-smash lights. Radio master, I'll turn that on here in just a bit. Let's see here. So fuel quantity, yeah, we got plenty of fuel. This is like 35-minute flight or something like that, so it shouldn't take us too long, and everything else going on good. Prop is full. RPM. Mixture is lean. Throttle looks good. Parking brake. Oh, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Parking brake is, yeah, parking brake is set. There we go. Pull the handle. There we go. Trim is down there. Emergency. This is retractable gear. This is an Arrow. Flap lever is mechanical. That's amazing in the real airplane. So, all right, I think we're ready to go. We got fuel on the left, so we got plenty of fuel. Battery is on. We'll go ahead and just go full there. Rotor trim, nice, I like it. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started here, huh? Let's go do 2, 3 clicks on both. And if you've been here before, you know. Can I get a... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, if we're going to do this, there we go. Now that guy can hear us. Let's look up. Go ahead and do that right like that. Can I see my engine instruments? Yes, I can. Can I get a ClearProp? Sounds pretty good. Gonna go about 1,000 RPMs. Get this thing closed. Uh-oh. How do I close this? Probably, oh, around here again. There we go. There we go. All right. Alternator, alternator. Yeah. Okay, there it is, alternator. Get some, there we go. Get the juice going. Get the juice flowing. Everything is looking good. It's a little bit after 5 p.m. Gonna have a beautiful evening flight. Doing a little touristing. Is that a word? Touristing? We're doing touristing tonight. Let's just go ahead and check everything. Oh, pressure looking good. Amps are coming up, or amps are up. Good. Oil temperature looks good. Plenty of fuel. Exhaust gas temperature is looking good. Everything also here. Fresh air. Yeah. Looking good. Hobs, all this kind of stuff. All right, and let's go ahead now and turn on our avionics master. Don't have a flight plan or anything like that. We're going to be all visual here since we did all instruments before. Let's go ahead and set the pressure. I'm not going to do, like I said, real super study level, talking to ATC and all that kind of stuff. We'll listen to the weather, pick the runways and all that ourselves. If we want to do some call outs, we'll do some call outs as if we're in traffic. This airport actually does have, it's controlled. I think it's controlled during the day, not at night, so it has a control tower, but we'll just, we'll do our own thing. Let's see here. Where is, so there is the autopilot, nicely nice. Turn this on. This is our transponder. Self-test and process. Do not want 1, 2, 3, 4. We want VFR. That's not VFR. We want 1, 2, 0, 0. I'll go ahead and put it now in altimeter mode, altitude mode. So that way we are now also broadcasting our altitude. We are looking good. November 7612 Juliet is ready to go. We got nice external view set here. We've also got this view, which is a nice see the airplane look down for sightseeing. So that looking good. So like I said, we got everything, comms are all good, everything's looking good. I'm just looking to see what else I've got. It's kind of a new airplane, but it's a very simple airplane. It's nothing It's got the bigger engine, retractable gear and stuff, but it's, you know, it's not like uber fancy. So I like it. It's a lot of fun. What is this little switch over here? Ah, you can slave this is where you can slave all your this is right here to make sure that they are, and you can probably maybe slave that down there. Here, let's see here. Oh, you can't. That's usually what it's for, but you can't here. So so all right, what else we got now? I think we're ready to go. We'll go out, we'll taxi out. Oh, we need to listen to weather. So all right. Beautiful. All right, we got the weather. We're ready to go. We're going to taxi runway 25 and take off. That's great too. Heading west. That's what we want to do. So parking brake coming off. A little bit of power. There we are. In November 7612 Juliet. All right, well, Princess Addie. Amazing! All right, I got the little airport. I'm looking over here at the airport diagram. We're looking for taxiway Alpha. Bravo, E4. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going on this map. B1. Oh, I see. We probably could take this right here. That takes us to Alpha. Don't mind me. I'm just going to get lost on the airport. So there is that taxi ribbon that you can put on, which is an assistant that gives you arrows, but I have turned that off because I figured it would be a lot of fun to try to, when I do these live streams, is to go ahead and do it without the taxi ribbon. So I have to figure out where I'm going. But looking over here at the airport diagram, I think we're, yep, Alpha. I see it over there. Alpha. Gotcha. But you can see this is a, oh, look at, there's that helicopter out there. See, it's a controlled, in reality, in real life, it is a controlled airport this time of day. But we're just gonna pretend like we're making all these calls to air traffic control, and they're telling us to, you know, take taxiway Bravo to Alpha, just like we're doing, even though that didn't show up there. So some of the taxiway markers are loading in, but a lot of these aren't. So I'm glad I have the diagram here. But everything is looking good in the neighborhood. So we'll come down here, we'll do a run up, check magnetos, check the prop. We don't have carb heat. This is fuel injected, so we don't have carb heat. We'll go through a checklist, and then we'll go. It's our DMMS tonight. The stall speed of this is right around 70 knots within the basically clean configuration. So without flaps and all that, 70 knots. Multiply that by 40%. You get 28, right? So basically right now we don't really want to get much below 100 knots. So our DMMS is right around 100 knots, meaning we don't want to fly below 100 knots. When we go into land and stuff, then that is then 30% of 71. So that's like just above 90. So our approach speed then will be just above 90 in this airplane. So I'm learning some of this AQP stuff by Dan Grider. So, all right. We're in alpha. I'm just going to come over here. There's nobody behind us, I don't think. No, nobody behind us. So I'm going to come over here. Kick the rudder. Put the brakes on. All right, so brakes are on. Let's go to about 1800 RPM. There we go. 1800 RPM. Let's check the magnetos. Little drop on the right. Go back to both. All right. Left, looking good. Little drop there. So the electrics look good. Let's cycle the... What we should see here is we should see a oil pressure drop, an RPM drop, and probably a manifold pressure increase. So we got the RPM drop. I noticed that. So that's good. Let's go ahead and bring it back up. Let it cycle back up. Watch that oil pressure way down there in the bottom left of the screen. Yep, oil pressure drop. Very good, very good. Not much of a manifold drop, pressure drop. And we didn't see any smoke. No smoke, no oil. I think we're looking good. So let's just come down here and check. Right fuel looks good. Everything else is looking real good. I'm going to check idle. Come back to idle. Looking good. It's coming down, coming down. Got another airplane right there about to take off. Oh, and boom, magic, it's gone. Might have been a human loading in then. All right, go back to about 1,000 RPMs. And we are just about right. Let me catch up over here on chat. Wow, okay. On adoption. Very interesting. See, everybody has a unique story if we just take the time. So, very interesting. So, adoptive. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. My mother is actually adopted too. So, but she's not royal. So, all right. Parking brake is off. Let's go ahead and get in line. So let's see what this guy was doing, but I think that guy's already gone. There he goes. Have a good flight, airplane. All right, so kind of give you an idea of the flight path here. We're going to climb out. We'll get up to about 1,000 feet or something like that. Probably go ahead and turn auto on. Might as well turn auto on. Might as well, like in the last live stream, let the airplane and all its systems help us so we don't get task overload and, get into a spiral, even in VFR and stuff, and crash. Always got to be eyes out, especially around Orlando. A lot of traffic. Got to have those eyes out. And then we'll probably just make a turn, go out toward I-4. which goes Interstate 4 that goes right through Orlando, and just kind of use that as a landmark. That'll take us all the way to Plant City. We just follow. That's what IFR stands for, right? IFR stands for I follow roads. So, yeah, I can see. Yeah, you're in like a hairs up. You're in like it looks like a gown. It's very small on my screen, and I've got old eyes, so it's hard to see. But it does look like it's you. I can't really tell. It looks like a person in a ball gown with maybe something on, wearing like a fascinator or something on their head. So, all right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, there you can see an airliner. You can see an airliner going into Orlando. I just saw it. Where was it? There it is. Oh, there's another airplane, and there's another airplane coming out. Look how busy this is. See, dangerous. Okay, we're ready to go. But yeah, we're gonna climb out. We're gonna then take a left turn, I-4 south over Universal Studios. Then we'll fly. We'll do some zigzagging as we fly through the temporary. Oh, there's somebody just landed. Very cool. And we'll then fly over DisneyWorld and Magic Kingdom and Epcot and all that kind of stuff. Got some interesting factoids and all that to talk to you about. So yeah, and then head out to Plant City and Lakeland, Florida, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just clearing the airspace. It looks really good. Again, I'm not going to talk to tower or anything like this. We can, if we wanted to, we could pretend like this was an uncontrolled airport, and then so, Orlando Executive, white and blue Piper Arrow is going to take runway 25 west departure straight at Orlando Executive. There we go. Okay, we made a call. All right. So add some power. Let's get this thing on the runway. Remember, 100 knots. 100 knots is what we're... 100 knots. Ooh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's a little light on the old rudder pedals there. All right, here we go. Power's coming in. Like everything's spooling up. Looking good. Full power. Full power. We'll just do this just so we get up, and then we'll back off the manifold pressure. We'll back off the RPMs. Just get it nice and quiet in here too. Airspeed's alive, coming through 60 knots. And 70 knots. Rotate. Stay down here in Grand Effect and speed up. Oh yeah. Remember, 100 knots. So there we are past VREF. So there's no human flying right there and something. And there's 100 knots. Oh yeah, look at him yanking and banking over there. Oh, somebody's coming right at us. They're right at us. And there we go. Run out of runway. Gear's coming up. And now we can actually pitch up for 100 knots. We got this excess energy now in the airplane. So now we'll pitch up. There's downtown Orlando, Florida right there. All right, I'm going to come off the manifold pressure here. 25 inches. I'm going to come back on the prop. So we're going to do 25 squared. Oh, whoa. Hey now. Oh, hey. Man, this is really sensitive, the old prop. There we go. 25 inches, so 25 squared, 25 inches of manifold pressure. And also 2,500 RPMs. 100 knots, we're looking good. 1,000 feet, looking good. I'm going to go ahead and hand fly this up to 2,000. We got somebody flying around over here. Look at them all having a good time. Over here to the left. There's downtown Orlando. There's I-4 right here. And there's that guy yanking and banking over there at 11 o'clock. Whoa. See, get your head. Yeah, get your trim. Trim. There we go. Trim. All right, there we go. Now we got the plane nice and just looking out here, and I-4 right here, and then we'll follow that here. We'll make a turn to the left here in just a little bit. Just hand flying it right now. Got it really trimmed up nicely though. I'm all hands off here. Nice trim. That guy that's yanking and banking is still right in front of us. 1,500. We're going to go to 2,000 feet. Might even come back on the power even less than that once we get up here to cruise to 2,000 feet. There is Orlando, the swamp city. No, I don't know. I actually just made that up. Well, very nice. Yeah, it's I mean, from what I can see of the little, profile pic, it's, yeah. Like I said, you look like somebody in a dress and all that. Yeah, amazing. Everybody's got an amazing, unique story. Everybody. Just take the time, All right, we're coming up on 2,000. I'm going to go ahead and center our heading bug. I'm going to go ahead and pitch on over here for Otto. Remember, Otto is our little German buddy colleague. Going to go ahead and put on altitude hold, heading hold. So we're set. All right, let's take this turn to the south now, huh? So we're going to use Otto to the maximum benefit. Now, why? Because that way we can look around here. This is a relaxing flight, people. This is chill flight. This is not bad weather, instrument landing system flight. This is a nice, just chill flight. So we can look down at the ball fields, everybody's homes. Woo, look at that. Oh, look, right down there at that pool down there. Yeah, oh yeah. Probably some type of little school with the ball fields and all that. All right, we need to come to the right a little bit. So I'm going to come to a heading at 210 here. Because right off the nose here, as soon as we finish this turn at 210, yeah, we're basically now pointing right at this coming up. This is Universal Studios, Florida, or Orlando, or whatever they call themselves. So, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, you're gonna see it again here in just a moment. But yeah, right above the airplane here, this is all Universal Studios. Here, I'll come a little bit more right. So let's go ahead and tell Otto, come 10 degrees to the right, please, Otto. Whoa, here we go. Traffic, little helicopter, a lot of helicopters flying around Orlando. All the sightseeing stuff. But there we go. These two big buildings right here. These are the parking garage. I've parked in there many times. Very cool. Very, very cool. Right here is Universal Boardwalk, like the free restaurants and all that. And then off the right wingtip, that is Universal Studios. And then off the nose right here, this is Islands of Adventure. Very cool. There it is. Universal Studios. See how that's just cram-packed in there. But whew. And then here's I-4. Just flying down. They've done a superb job of modeling Orlando. I mean, I go to Orlando a lot, and this is a fantastic model job. So, all right, we are going to head back in the cockpit, and we're going to tell Otto, let's go west, Otto. Let's go west. And November 7612 Juliet is performing very nicely. You can see the retractable gear there underneath. So this is basically all based on a Cherokee frame. Bigger engine, retractable gear. Myself, I've got time and a lot of Cherokees, Arrows, all that kind of stuff. Oh, another helicopter. See? That's why you gotta be on the lookout. So we are heading east now, west. We are heading west. And we've got a little bit of clouds here, but nothing to worry about. Because we are heading out to Mickey Mouse World. We are now heading out to the Magic Kingdom. This should be a lot of fun. The reason being it should be a lot of fun is you really get an idea of just how expansive the Walt Disney World property really is. It is. I've driven through most. It's expansive. Expansive. So, there we go. Look at that, huh? Number 7612 Juliet. Woo-hoo! Looking good. Look at that. It's a good looking airplane. All those little rivets and all that. You know, being an aerospace engineer, it's amazing that this thing actually does what it does, which is fly. I mean, it's a Coke can. It's a flying Coke can. All right, we are coming up here on the Magic Kingdom. Well, that's cool, Princess Addie. That is cool. Yeah, never owned my own airplane. Unless you count all the airplanes I own in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Amazing! I need a big hangar. I need a big hangar. All right, got some other traffic. I see it down there right off like 11 o'clock low. So, all right, let's go in and say, Otto, let's go south now, buddy. Let's make a south turn here. This should work out pretty good. That way we can see everything. So here's the back lot and all of the, support and all this kind of stuff. Oh, it's a glider. There's a glider and a helicopter down there. All the back lot support and housing and stuff for employees. And then this right up. Oh, look at this. We're going to be going right over it. Oh, it's amazing. This is the Magic Kingdom. That dome right there, that is Space Mountain, the roller coaster. Then you got Main Street and Frontierland. Fantasy World, my favorite ride. Peter Pan's my favorite ride. The Contemporary Resort, off the nose. Polynesian. Man, they've done an excellent job. The boats even. Oh, and the I can see the monorail. And then Fort Wilderness over here, camping. Okay, so this is a little thing right here. See this right here, right off the nose. Right off the nose. I'm using the airplane as a pointer. That is the old Walt Disney World Stoll Airport that operated from opening, so 1971, I think, to 1980. That's a runway. That's an old runway that they used to have a little commuter airliners coming in there. You can still go see it. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, they got the race track, which was, I think, like the Richard Petty experience or something like that. So, okay, Otto, let's go back east now. Let's get set up to go over Epcot. I see Epcot already, but let's go ahead and turn. So this is all Disney property that's the Magic Kingdom back there, that parking lot. I think it's the world's largest parking lot. Amazing. Then straight off the nose out there with that lake right off the nose right now, that is the old downtown Disney, now called Disney Springs, the big shopping, eating area. So you can see how actually kind of far away that is. Okay, let's go ahead and turn south now. Just had to do a little S-turn there to get set up. And this is my favorite Disney park right here. This is Epcot with its Tomorrowland or Futureland or whatever it's called, with the Spaceship Earth, the big ball. Now the Guardians of the Galaxy, my favorite ride, Mission Space, right off the nose. And then in the back, you got World Showcase with all the different countries and stuff that you can then drink and eat around your way around the world. So that is amazing. And then you got all the resorts. I mean, this is all Disney property that we're seeing. This is Dolphin, Swan Resort there. Then you've got, I don't know, Caribbean Beach Resort and all that. So, all right, we got to go back in the cockpit. Lots happening here. We're doing the sightseeing here. All right, let's turn back west. All right, as we do this turn, we're going to be turning right over. This is working out perfect. We get to see everything. Look at that. Look at that turn over Disney. Huh? I'll take a screenshot of that. Post that on Twitter. All right. Then if we're flying right over Disney Studios. So that's the Tower of Terror. It used to be the Aerosmith ride. I think it still is. The backlot tour and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there is Disney Studios. Very cool. And then more resorts. I mean, look at all these resorts that are on Disney. We're still on Disney property. All right, so now we're heading out here. And right off the nose right here, that's Expedition Everest, the roller coaster at Disney's Animal Kingdom Park. This blank area, that's the safari, jungle tour that you can take. So yeah, that is Animal Kingdom. This turned out to be a great little flight. I'm enjoying the live stream too. I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying it. And then this right here is the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Has our favorite restaurant on Disney property called Sanaa. And so, yep, it's down there. It's right down there. That is Sanaa. All right, so now we're actually going to be leaving Disney property. So let's go back in, talk to Otto. What's up, Otto? You having a good time? Yeah, I'm having a good time too. All right, Otto, let's go south. Okay, here we go. Just go ahead and change that heading bug and let's head south. So we need to go intercept I-4 again. So there was your tour. Oh, look at the balloon. Check out the balloon. It's right above the airplane. Oh, I can't. There it is. Ah, that's amazing. But now we're heading south. We're going to go fly down here over this wonderful hilly terrain that is Central Florida. Not. So now we are heading down here to go ahead. This highway, I don't know what highway this is, but out over here coming up is I-4, and we'll make a turn kind of to the southwest and follow I-4 and head on down to Plant City, a DC-4. Oh, that's a beautiful bird. Now I think the PC pilots for Microsoft Flight Simulator have gotten a DC-4. They might have gotten a DC-6. And we're all waiting for it to come on the Xbox because it looked amazing. But that's really, really cool. Yeah, okay. Eagle and Dove. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Eagle and Dove. I haven't named this airplane. I just call it November 7612 Juliet. Because I do recreate, and I get inspired and I recreate other people, these pilot tubers' real life flights. So if they name their planes and I name it, same, because I'm kind of recreating, but I use the same in numbers. So November 7612 Juliet. Okay, Otto. Okay, Otto, come on. Come on, Otto. I need you to make this turn. I think we'll turn to 240. See how that does as we fly over. But look at this. Okay, so if you're watching this and you're just considering, if you like planes, you want to learn to fly, you just want to play this as a game or whatever, but just keep in mind that what you are seeing right here on the screen is on a regular non-4K TV. This is on console, so this is Xbox. This is the Series S, not the X, even though I don't know if you can see the box back there. Yeah. But this is on consoles, and it's on Game Pass. So, I mean, this is amazing. If you can just want to explore the planet through the eyes of aviation. Amazing. All right, so here we are, just kind of cruising out. Look at all those peoples that live down there. I look over here, I've got Sky Vector up, so I kind of know where we're heading. Very short flight, according to Sky Vector, 55 miles, but of course with us doing our little touristing, zigzagging. Let's go back in the cockpit here, check and make sure everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and switch tanks. Whoa, 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 that's not the right way. Okay. Oil temp's looking good. Amps look good. Oil pressure looks good. I like it. All right, there's I-4. We're just following I-4 at 2,000 feet. So the first real kind of bigger city that we'll get to is to Lakeland, Florida. We'll stay north of Lakeland because Lakeland's got a big airport there. Actually, at Lakeland Airport, it's very interesting. At Lakeland Airport, there's a base for Prime Air. I didn't even know that Amazon had its own cargo, airline, or cargo airline called Prime Air. When we were there, we were literally there and we saw it. So, all right, Otto, we need to come just a little bit more to the right. So let's go ahead and do like 250. There we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's a glider. What's up, glider? This doesn't look good. Old quarry or something. No water to. Oh, you got Infinite Princess Addie. Cool. Yeah, I have it too, but I don't. Since I have this, Infinite Flight doesn't do much. Doesn't do much to me. It's beautiful. It's really neat to be on the mobile devices. So. Looking good. November 7612 Julia she is just behaving nicely here. So right in front of us pretty much is the kind of the area of Lakeland, Florida. You kind of see why it's called Lakeland. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and play around with something. Switch lights, panel lights. So let's go ahead. Just turn on the lights because with the sun coming in, it got a little dark there on the panel. So let's see if we can spot. I know I've been by it. I've never been to it, but I know where it is. It should be. I think it's right on this lake coming up, right above us here. Is Fantasy of Flight, and it's basically this one. What is that? Look at that. Look at the track. Oh, that's not a track. I think that's a prison. No? Or is it a police academy? It's either a prison or a police academy. Have to look that up. Yeah, here it is. I can see it right here. So it's Fantasy of Flight. When we were there in September, it was closed for September. But this is this guy's collection of old airplanes and all this. He's got 2 grass strips and all this. It's amazing. You can look him up on YouTube. And so. But yeah, you can see his runway or flying right. This is Fantasy of Flight. Need to go there sometime. Looks like he's got a campground. That's cool. That is really cool. All right. I think with that, I want to stay away from Lakeland. So, Otto, let's go. Let's turn west, Otto. Very cool. Yeah, Meerland. I guess that means lake. So yeah, this is Lakeland. So Lakeland is really out above the airplane out that direction. But I know that, I think right off in the sun here, we can't really see it, but off in the sun is a I just remember reading stuff about it back in the day because I actually did some professional work out here in Lakeland way back when, 2003. And there was a, look at this building. Huh. Wonder what that is too. Right, some type of like university? Yeah, I think so. I mean, drive right by it on I-4. I think it is a university or something. The building from the road looks really, really neat. But there's a old fertilizer plant that was polluting everything, and I think it's since shut down. Oh, it is a prison? Oh, you're just saying that prison. Okay, you didn't look it up. You're just saying prison, that's how you say G-Fiden. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll stick to prison. I appreciate though you putting that in there. It's a G-Fiden. G-Fagness. I know. Perfect articulation and pronunciation. I know. But that is our landmark that we're looking for out here. Is this? You can't miss it because of all of its drying ponds or whatever. So we can't miss it out here. I did it perfectly. Thank you. But yeah, just people living out here in Florida. Just people living out here in Florida. Yeah, so that's Lakeland right above the cabin. That's Lakeland, Florida, right there is I-4. That's heading to Tampa, Florida. That's where that's going. But we get farther out here, we should be able to see. Like I said, it's the look, it's like a hang glider or a motor glider guy. Look at that, it's cool. That's amazing. We won't be able to miss it. You can't miss it from the air. So, but yeah, people. Oh, it is a prison. All right. I thought it was going to be also like a prison thing, or like that was like their car to teach the police officer how to drive. But then I was like, no, it says no. I think it's a prison. Excuse me. Look at this though, isn't this fascinating? To me, it's fascinating, right? Because I mean, we could take a GoPro view. Here, a GoPro view. No, GoPro view. What's up, guys? Here we are. Right here. There you go. GoPro view. You just sit here, just GoPro view it, look down, see what's happening. I don't like that view as much as I like. Oh, it got some really good views though. There we are. What's up? Man, I look grumpy, don't I? Oh, that's cool. I like that view. There we go. It's a little harder to control the views and stuff on Xbox. So looking good. Just people, like I said, just people living up here. Living the dreams. Living their own stories. Little neighborhood with a community pool. All right, there you can see it coming right above the cabin there. That's the big old fertilizer plant that was literally, the employees were like mixing chemicals and putting them out into, you can read all about it. It's like Mosaic. Look up Mosaic Plant City Fertilizer, I think. You can talk all about. I think the plant shut down like 2017. But it's obviously all of its infrastructure is still out here. Nope, another glider out here on a nice evening flight. Just passed over. Let's go in the cockpit and let's just do a check here. So about 24 inches, 2,500 RPMs. Fuel looks good. We got about down to even tanks. Oil temp looks good. Everything is looking good. We're still on altitude mode and heading mode. So, yep, there we are. There's the plant right there. I know we're going right into the sun, so with the glare, you can't really see it, but we'll come up here because that's basically a waypoint to go almost straight, it's almost straight south down to Plant City Airport. So back over there is Lakeland Airport, but then right down over there is Plant City. And we've been to Plant City before. If you go back and take a look at my Will It Run with the Yak airplane, we flew from Deep Forest down to Plant City and are kind of recreating one of Jimmy's World's flights. So, oh yeah, so here it is. Here's the plant. So again, it's basically a waypoint, a visual waypoint. So you know when you get to this big thing right here, basically heading mostly south. It's like maybe 190 on the heading, something like that, 200. But that'll get you real close to Plant City. So again, short flight tonight. Hey, make sure you go out and tell all your people, come in, please. Subscribe if you haven't. Click that like button if you do. Come join me in a future live stream and join me in chat. But remember, I'm doing 500 subscriber giveaway, the live stream immediately after that. So I need 91 subscribers. And you can go read all about the giveaway down in the description below. But yeah, here's the plant with all of its, ponds. There's the plant above the nose there, but here's all this. And these things are probably just full of chemicals and all that kind of stuff. So I think this, if I remember right, I think this is a little airport, right? Like a little ultralight field. Probably didn't have much modeling or anything like that. But yeah, there's the Mosaic Plant City fertilizer plant. It got busted. So it got shut down. But it's a landmark, so we can go in the cockpit here and tell Otto, let's go ahead and turn to like 195. Yeah, there's the little ultralight field. What does that say? Does that say what I think it? Otto, let's come back west. We're gonna orbit around this. Yeah, there's writing down there. There's writing down there in the grass. Let's go ahead and do a 180. Let's go ahead and come around to the north. Yeah, that little ultralight field. You're gonna be flying to Abu Dhabi. That is amazing. Yeah, again, I say it. Everybody's got just a unique and amazing story. Very cool. I hope you have a safe flight, safe trip, and all that. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. That's amazing. Never been to the Middle East. Closest I got to the Middle East was either Italy or Tangiers, Morocco. Okay, well now let's go ahead and turn back around and come not due south. We're going to go on 150. So I'll have Otto turn us around here. Yeah, keep coming around. Keep coming around, Otto. Let's go ahead and go south. There we go. We're flying this on autopilot. Chill flight. Unlike Mondays where it was very stressful. Chill flight here. All right, so now you can definitely see the ultralight field. But there was writing. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect, Otto. You zoom out, you can see it. I think it says Senile Joe Marxist something. That's great. That's amazing. I guess since Microsoft uses Microsoft Bing Maps, not Google Maps, but Bing Maps, I guess you can go on Bing Maps and probably look at that and see actually what it says. Oh, that's hilarious. It looks like it said like Marxist dope or something like that. Oh, that's classic. All right, so we're heading out here, down here about 195-200 heading. We're going to keep our eyes out here for Plant City. I think in Plant City we might go ahead and do a touch and go. So, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and look at everything. Fuel, let's check on our fuel here. Selectors. Fuel, yeah, we're still on the full tank, so that looks good. Mixture and harnesses, mixture looks good. Carb heat, switches, we don't need to worry about that. Oh, switches, well, we'll get lights, but I'll go ahead and turn on. Landing lights. Radios and instruments, everything's looking good there. ABERT and emergency procedures. Well, that's why we're going to do a high key approach. We're going to stay at 2,000 feet, go right over midfield. And then from there, just do a circling approach right into runway, I don't know, whichever runway is the west runway. So that's what we are going to do. All right, VREF, we know that VREF, we already talked about that, is just over 90 knots. So 90 knots is our VREF. All right, so we got flaps and landing clearance. Everything is looking good here. Let's go ahead and we got one thing. So gump check. So gas we've already checked. Undercarriage will get down. Mixture is full rich. Props is going into full RPMs. So mixture props full RPMs. And seats and seat belts and switches. So everything is looking good. So yeah, we're ready. So all we got to do now is find this airport. I think the airport's right off the nose. Yep, right off the nose. It's right there. So, Plant City, Plant City traffic. White and blue Piper Arrows, 2,000 feet. Midfield, going to enter a left pattern for runway 28. Don't really know what the runway is. We'll find out here. Plant City. I guess we could find out. We could bring up ATC, nearest airport, number 1, traffic, select the runway, 28. Yeah! Ha ha! There we are. All right, so here we go. Autopilot's coming off. Power's coming back. I'm going to dial in just a little bit of throttle. That's our gear warning. We're at idle, so it's telling us, hey, man, you should really have your gear down. All right, we are over field. Looking good. Gear's coming down. First notch of flaps. Gear's in transition. So gump check. Gas undercarriage. 3 green. Mixture full. Props full RPM. Trim, trim, trim. Coming to idle. You know me, I like this high key approach. Just a circling approach in case you lose an engine. Just something to practice. Okay, I like it. I like it. Maybe kind of flatten it out a little bit. All right, let's go back in the cockpit here. It's like a notch of flaps. Trim, trim, trim. How we doing VREF? All right, we're fast. We're at 100 knots. We got 10 to spare. Airport made. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mean to raise the gear. Oh, pilot error, pilot error. Full flaps, full flaps. VREF is 90. Right at 90. Right at 90. Looking good. Square seat up. There we go. All right, we got a little slow here. Remember, we're going to do a touch and go. Oop, a little bit of a bounce there. Flaps coming up. Full power. Looking over there, that's where Jimmy's World's at. What's up, Jimmy's World? 75 knots, rotate. Go ahead, bring the gear up. Gear's in transition. Again, 100 knots. Keep the nose down, keep the nose down, just nice. We got this obstacles cleared, no problem. Flaps are up, gears up. All right, we're back to 100 VREF, or DMMS. We're gonna climb out here. I am gonna go ahead and use our CDI and the OBS down here to go ahead and give us a little reference of the runway. So let's go ahead and enter the pattern here. Here we go. I'm not going to do real like crosswind and then downwind. I'm just going to go ahead and just do a 180 right into downwind. All right, 1,000 feet, come back on the power. All right, downwind. Ooh, the helicopter. What's the helicopter doing? Get away from me, boy. All right, now this is just standard. We're a little high, 1,000 or 100 high. Just come on down. All right. We're midfield of beam. Gears coming down. Slow down. First notch of flaps. Just to help us slow down. We're beam the numbers. All right, so this is normal traffic pattern. Again, DMMS 100. Just bringing some power. All right, let's go ahead now, turn final. Second notch of flaps. Looking good, looking good. Looking good. Trim, 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 trim. DMMS 100. We're a little slow, 95. All right, VREF. Let's transition to VREF 95. Power's coming off. Full flaps, we're high again. But we're good on speed. We're good on speed. 90 knots is VREF, so we're good on speed. This thing really has got some barn door flaps. Really likes to come down. A little bit of power. All right, we're just going to practice here. Go around. We're a little slow. Going around. Flaps coming up. Speed looks good. Flaps coming up. Flaps up. Gears coming up. DMMS, or actually VREF on the climb out. So VREF on the climb out. So let's go ahead and pitch for 90 knots. All right, looking good, looking good. I like this. This is good practice, good practice. We're still fast, so I got plenty to work with, but that's okay. All right, let's go ahead now. Let's come back on the power. Slow down here. Get back to our 100 DMMS now. That helicopter is buzzing us. Do you see that? Keep the climb coming. Let's go ahead and start our 180 to downwind. This will be a full stop now. $100, we're on DMMS. Still climbing. Traffic pattern altitude 1,000. All right, 1,000. DMMS looks good. Again, that is our DMMS is our designated minimum maneuvering speed, and we decided that to be a 100 knots. So we're not going to go below 100 knots unless we're climbing out to safe altitude or we're on our final approach and we're all ready to go. We got the airport made. All right, we are abeam. And gears coming down, first notch of flaps. Gears coming down, first notch of flaps. Gums check. Gas undercarriage is 3 green. Mixture is full, props full RPM, so looking good. We're just going to go extend this. This is going to be our full stop. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn final. Looking good in the neighborhood. Second notch of flaps. DMMS. All right, we're going to transition now to VREF. 90 knots. Full flaps. Overshot a little bit there, but that's okay. We'll do a little bit of correction. Again, VREF now. Transition to VREF. Just above 90. Looking good, looking good. We're on 90 knots. A little bit below, but you know, we're still learning here. Airport's made. Flight idle. Butter. Farmer. Flaps coming up. Rolling on some brakes. Beautiful. What a beautiful, fun little flight this was. Right here at the end. Sunset coming up. Taxi off the runway. We'll go back over here and park by Jimmy's Airplanes. If you have not checked that out, you got to go find Jimmy's World on YouTube. Another one of my favorite channels. He's listed down in the featured channels down below on my channel here. All right, let's clean this thing up. How are we doing? Actually, everything is looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood. Can I turn anything lights off? No, I'm going to leave everything on right now. We are just going to taxi back here. Woo! Well, that was a fun flight. November 7612 Juliet treated us well. Just beautiful. There's an open hangar over there. Actually, I think Jimmy now stores most of his planes over here. We'll go with the little FBO building. We don't need no maintenance, even though that hangar's open right there. Yep. I have taken a picture of I've stalked Jimmy. No, he flew back from Oshkosh, and I happened to have business in Orlando, and so Aunt Cindy and I, we drove out here, and I parked right there by that shell sign and took a picture of one of his airplanes, the Silver Bullet, November 310 Echo Bravo. Uh-oh. Well, there we go, folks. Well, let me talk about that right there. So we just got a new update 10. I will tell you that there's been more crashes. I have submitted an official bug to Microsoft about that. But I'm glad we actually were able to get the flight done before it crashed. Seems like the crashes are actually happening more often here. So it's unfortunate, but we got our flight in, which is the good part about that. So again, some NOTAMs. Go check out the giveaway. Go tell all your friends. Share my channel. You know me, I like to have a good time. I stream 2 major games. They're both simulators, Flight Simulator, and also Way of the Hunter, a hunting simulator. I also do YouTube shorts. I like to have a good time. So if your people like to have a good time, tell them about my channel. Come on in here, subscribe, join me in chat in a future live stream. All that kind of good stuff. Why? Because I'm your favorite gamer's favorite uncle. I'm Uncle Mike. So, well, thank you so much, Princess Addie. Thank you, everybody else who joined me. Thank you. And again, if you're watching this after the fact, there's probably going to be here in the next day or 2 chapters down in the description, so you can skip to the point that interests you here on this flight, whether it be flying over Universal Studios, flying over Disney World, flying over Fantasy Flight, the couple of landing or patterns that I did here down at Plant City, whatever it might be. There will be chapters here in the next couple of days listed below in the description. So, well, thank you very much for joining. And again, finally, and again, subscribe if you haven't. Click that like button if you do. Come join me on a future live stream and chat and game on, because I'm Uncle Mike. Bye, everybody. Good night. Woo-hoo! All right, well, that was good that the game decided to crash right at the end rather than in the middle. So, all right, well, we'll get it all worked out.